Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Charlotte and Lindsay. Thanks for joining us again today, and thanks also to Leicester College once again for allowing us to use their beautiful studio. This is a shorter 15-minute dynamic flow that focuses on twists and strengthening. Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me again today. Let's get started. So we'll come to the top of our mat. We'll find our nice solid steady mountain pose to begin. So toes together, heels just a fraction apart. Let's relax the shoulders down away from the ears, activate the arms all the way to the fingertips. The pelvis is neutral, the tummy is drawing in, and we're ready to go. So from here, we take a big breath in, lift the arms overhead. From here, we bend the knees, let's hinge from the hips into our fold. Then we breathe into our gazing pose. So we lift halfway, flat back, and then we exhale, right foot takes a big step back, followed by the left. We're in our plank pose. So from here we lower knees, chest and chin, elbows in, and then we glide the chest forwards, shoulders down, cobra. Then we tuck our toes and we send ourselves all the way back up to downward facing dog. Let's take a little moment here, maybe a little pad through the feet, just on this first one. And then from here, let's lift the right leg high, three-legged dog, stretch the foot, and then bring that foot all the way through. From here, we keep the left hand planted down underneath the shoulder. We reach up on the right side, take a look up towards that top hand, and then circle the arm back down to frame the foot, and we continue. So let's come to our gazing pose. We exhale to our fold, and then a big breath in all the way up. Exhale, the arms come down. Again on the left, breathing in to lift. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need. Breathing in, lift halfway. Exhale, big step back this time, left foot followed by the right. We lower down, knees, chest and chin. And then we glide the chest up for a little cobra. We tuck the toes and we lift to downward facing dog. No pause this time, let's lift left leg high, stretch the foot, and then we bring it all the way through. And then we plant right hand down this time underneath the shoulder, and we find that gentle twist up towards the left, focusing up to the top hand, and then circle the hand back to frame the foot, and we step back foot in. We come to our gazing pose, exhale to fold. Breathe in to come all the way up, and then release the arms. Let's keep it moving. Get nice and warm. Breathing in to lift. Exhale, we fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot again this time, followed by the left. Your choice, knees, chest, chin, or lower with a straight body. And then we glide up. Exhale, toes tuck. Downward facing dog. This time we bring the right heel up. Stretch the foot and we bend the knee. Allow the right hip to roll up a little. Find a bit of a rotation in the torso. And then we bring right foot through. We plant the foot, make sure the knee is right above the ankle, and then we breathe in to lift the arms. We come palm to palm. As we exhale, left elbow comes across to the top of the right thigh. We press gently into the leg for a twist, and then we come back the way we came, lifting all the way up and then framing the foot. And let's draw back leg in. Exhale to fold. Breathe in to come all the way up. Exhale, release the arms. Again on the left. Breathing in to lift. Exhale to float down. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, left foot steps back, followed by the right. And we lower knees, chest, chin, all through your plank. And then we glide up. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, left foot comes high. We stretch the foot. Let's bend the knee and then allow the hip to open. So finding a stretch for the hip flexor here. Maybe even take a look underneath the left arm. And then left foot comes all the way through. And we breathe in to lift the arms, palm to palm. This time right elbow across to the top of the left leg. Gently press into the twist, and then we'll come all the way back to the top. Float the arms down again, and back foot steps in. Come to our flat back, we exhale to fold, and then breathe in to lift. And exhale. One more round each side, breathe in to lift. Exhale. Breathing in to lift halfway. Exhale, step back, right foot, followed by the left. And we lower. Elbows in, and then gliding up, shoulders down. We tuck the toes, and we lift. All the way up to downward facing dog. So same as before, let's breathe the right foot up. We stretch the foot. We open up through the hip, bend the knee. And then right foot steps through. From here we bring hands together, palm to palm at the heart center. We step the back foot in a little bit, and then we find a lovely strong warrior three. So let's keep the hips square here, straight and strong through the supporting leg. And one lovely long line from the top of the head all the way to the toes. From here we start to bend the knees, hands come down for support, and we cross the left knee across the back of the right ankle, and then support ourselves as we come to sitting. And hopefully we should have the right leg over the right leg, which is folded underneath. So, making contact with both sit bones to the floor, we wrap the left arm around the right leg, the other arm rests just behind us. We breathe in tall, and then exhale to twist. One more breath here. And then we find our hands on the floor again for support. Let's shift our weight forwards and find our warrior three again. So back the way we came. Hands together at the heart. And then reach back with the left foot. We plant it down again. Let's breathe up one more time. And then exhale to frame that front foot. And we step the back foot in, breathing into halfway, exhaling to fold. Let's breathe in, come all the way up, and then exhale, release. Let's do it all on the left. We breathe in to lift, exhale to fold. Breathe in, gazing pose. Exhale, left foot steps back, followed by the right. We lower all the way down and then glide forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. From here, let's lift the left heel high, stretch the foot, bend the knee and open the hip. Maybe take a little look underneath the arm. And then left foot steps through. Again, from here, we find our balance, hands together at the heart center, and we shift forwards. Take a moment to find your balance and lift that back leg high. Working the whole of the back of the body, and then release the hands towards the floor. Start bending both knees. This time right knee crosses over behind the left ankle, and we support ourselves all the way to sitting. Wrap the right arm around the left leg. We breathe in tall. Exhale to find our twist. And again, breathing in. Exhale to deepen the twist a little bit more. And then let's bring the hands back to the mat. Do our little shift forwards to find support in that left leg again. And find our lovely strong warrior three for a second time. Reach back with the right foot. Let's find our high lunge. Take a breath in to lift the arms. And then exhale, frame the foot. From here we step in. We exhale to fold. Keep the knees bent here if you need to. And then breathing in. To come all the way up, let's draw hands down through the heart center. First section done, guys. Really, really good work. So I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot warmer now. So ready for a nice deep stretch for the hips now. Now we're going to come into a full squat. For anybody who prefers not to do that or it doesn't feel accessible today, then another option, an alternative, is to come into a goddess pose. So for goddess, we take a nice wide stance. We can take the feet out at a bit of an angle, and then we take a nice bend through the knees. So we want to make sure here that the knees are tracking over the toes to make sure all of our joints are safe. And then from here, you can go through the same sequence that I'll go through from the squat. So if you're joining me in the squat, let's take feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. And again, feet out at a bit of an angle. We breathe in to lift the arms, palm to palm. As we draw the hands down, let's bend the knees and sink low into our squat. So feel free here to adjust a little bit if the feet don't feel quite right. And again, we want to make sure knees are tracking over toes to protect our joints. So we have the tailbone untucked, the spine nice and long. We're gently pressing the outsides of the arms to the insides of the legs and sitting tall from where we are. Next, we reach the right arm away from the center line and bring palm or fingertips down to the floor. If you're in your goddess stance, then bring the back of the hand to the inside of the leg. From here, we reach up on the left side, finding rotation in the torso, length through the side of the body. Really reach towards the ceiling. And then let's bring hands back to center, again on the other side. So left hand reaches out away from the center line. We stretch up on the right side this time. Again, finding that rotation, that length. And then we come back to center. And then from wherever you are, make your way carefully to a seated position. So next, a little bit of work for our core. So we bring feet a little bit closer to the body. We reach the arms out in front, and then we take a little lean until we can take weight out of the feet. Here we make sure the spine is long, so we're not sinking into the lower back, but we're really lengthening all the way from the base of the spine. We then lift the lower legs so they're parallel with the floor, and we'll take about 5 deep breaths here. So think about keeping knees and chest connected, so we're constantly drawing the two things together. If you prefer to have arms out to the side, go ahead. I prefer to have mine in front. 2 more breaths, keep those feet lifted. And then when you're ready, draw the legs in, give them a hug. Maybe bring the head down to the knees. That was at round 1. We're going to go one more time. So we start in more or less the same position. So option 1 is to repeat exactly what we've just done, another 5 breaths in our boat pose. Option 2 is to join me in a slightly different variation. So we hook the big toe, or big toes, with the first and middle finger. We find that lovely long spine again. We take our little lean, and then we start to lengthen up with the legs. So pushing the heels up and away. Arms are straight and strong. And still working to actively draw legs towards the upper body. 2 more breaths. When you're ready to come down, with control, lower the feet, unhook, and then another quick hug for the legs. Head down to the knees. Bit of a stretch for the back, the upper back and the neck. And then let's release. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. And just to finish, let's take a few breaths with some movement. So let's lift the arms up overhead. As we breathe in, we exhale to float down. And again, one more like this. Breathing in to lift. And then exhale. This time we breathe in to center. Right hand comes down beside us. We reach up on the left and over. Now let's try to keep this right shoulder relaxed. We bend the elbow and we reach up and over with the left without letting the hip roll with us. And a breath to center. Same on the left. Left hand comes down beside us. We reach up on the right and then over. Again, relaxing left shoulder, bending left elbow. And then we come all the way up to center. Palm to palm, drawing the hands down to the heart center. And we'll finish there, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you in the next video.